Hello everyone, hi there. In this lecture, we're going to discuss how you can transfer some of the skill sets you use every day in your project management work and apply them to your personal life. So don't go away, we're going to get into it right now. Welcome back. We're going to start with persistence in communications. And here, normally on projects at the office, you pursue resources to attain status or to remove blockers. And you keep that communication line going so that everyone on your team is informed. Now, this can be transferred to situations in your personal life where people are not getting back to you fast enough in regards to communications. And this could be including calls that need to be made to your accountant, let's say for a follow-up on some forms or status, follow-up calls to your insurance agent, especially if you recently had a claim, or maybe your kid's school or a volunteer organization where you're running, you're helping to run a project at a volunteer organization and you need to follow up pretty quickly. So this can also be transferred to your personal life. And another situation is where you may have to make difficult calls that need to be made. These are those calls that you worry a bit and you just procrastinate. But the issue here is that those calls are not going to go away. So you just need to do it and consider yourself accountable here, just like you would at the office on a project. So make yourself accountable to follow up on the personal things that need to get done. And then the last component here would be sending clear emails also. Just like you do at the office, you don't want to confuse your stakeholders or teammates. Definitely don't confuse others in your personal life. You just want to take the same type of care that you would do in communications at the office. The next thing we'll discuss is planning tasks. And in the project management world, you work with your team to plan tasks and estimate how long they'll take. So definitely apply this concept to your life where you establish your goals one by one and determine a task to get you started. Don't try to define every single task that you need to do for your goal. Just define the first few set of tasks that need to be done and really get started on those and leverage that iterative mindset, kind of like an Agile at the office work. Leverage that and use that in your personal life where you're using iterative methods to complete your goals, where you're taking little chunks bit by bit and iteratively taking small steps toward your overall goal. Next, we're going to have budget planning, and we know how at office you meticulously manage your budget, making sure that costs are controlled and that your spending is within the budget that you allocate for the month. So let's do the same thing with your personal finances. Budget what you need in the next 3 months, similar to the quarterly forecasting that you do on projects. Do that in your personal life too, where you're doing the forecasting to keep your spending in line. And if you go over budget on one item, let's say, for example, like on a mortgage or rent, how will you maneuver the rest of your budget to cover this cost? Empowering teammates is another aspect there. And there are times in a project where you have to delegate some authority to responsible teammates, but they still remain accountable to you. Obviously, you want to do this because you don't want to micromanage everything in the project at office, and you want to establish trust on your team. So in your personal life also, you don't have to do everything by yourself in your personal life. You can see who you trust there and who you can delegate some tasks to, and seek out those people that you trust and see if they can help you. And the last component we're going to talk about here is accountability. And here's where you hold teammates accountable for the progress of their tasks. And at the office, when you are holding people accountable, apply the same thing in your personal life when you're dealing with services, especially when you're dealing with the restaurant where you're not getting satisfactory service, or maybe you're taking a flight or you're on a vacation. Hold people accountable. accountable. If the services you are not getting at these areas is not sufficient, definitely want to speak to the management and let them know your thoughts and how they can improve. Hold them accountable for the bad service. And the reason why you want to do this is because they should be training their staff properly. You want to be a loyal customer to their particular service, so you can ask them how can they improve to keep your service. That ends this lecture on how to apply project management skill sets to your personal life. I hope this video was informative, and feel free to comment about what other project management aspects do you leverage in your personal life. And before you go, hit that subscribe button to stay informed of new video posts. Also, please visit my website at danriverapmp.com to sign up and receive free project management templates and discounts to online courses. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.